Alright, good evening everyone. How's everyone doing today? Alright, we seem to be going at 30 FPS and learning more about OBS every day. So, today we are playing more Shadow Hearts Covenant. For multiple reasons, one being it is the best game in the world. There's other reasons, but they all kind of fail in comparison to that one. So, I have gone through and did a little bit of leveling. Not much leveling. Everyone's only about one, maybe two levels up from where they were. So that's not a huge amount. The bigger change has been everyone except Blanca now has the Coral Lariat equipped, which reduces the ring speed by 50%, which at this stage in the game isn't huge. But I wanted to get it at this stage in the game because later in the game it is huge, and I wanted to build the muscle memory at the speed that it's going to be later. So I did that. I still have to get one for Blanca. I'm still going to have to get one for the next party member who we will maybe get today. And then there are 3 more party members that I don't have yet. We discussed one briefly yesterday in Anastasia Romanov joins the party as a blue mage. Wearing a blue jacket. Get the irony. But, she's not the next party member. And then she gets a crush on the last party member, which I find hilarious. But we did go through and do one other thing. I got the second form for both water, which is now this dude. Oh yeah. Creepy looking. He is still level 1 though, that's worth noting. And then the second form for my light elemental, who is this dude. Now he's level 5, so he actually got some more abilities too. At level 1 they don't, but by level 5 they do. There is a third form that I can get for each of them as well. I can actually get the first soul drop now. The thing is, to get the third form, if you remember in the first game you had to fight to get your higher forms. You had to fight for all of your forms in the last game. In this game you only have to fight your level 3 forms. But I'm telling you right now, at level 11, it's not going to happen. You really can't get them successfully until Disc 2. You'll have a shot then. Alright, so I had also grabbed a stud card that I missed. So we've got 3 of Geppetto's dresses already. We have wind, we have water, and we have earth. I am going to go with fire for a couple of reasons. One, I can't even say that I have a low amount of fire, because Karen is all fire. That's all she does. She fires. Fire, fire everywhere. But the some of the enemies in the Rhonda mines that we need to go into next are actually weak to fire. So having an extra fire elemental will be useful. The other side is, of course, I don't need light at the moment because Yuri has the level 2 light. And Yuri does have Nox for the occasion that I need dark. Joachim also has a, he is like, I think it's called Evil Ray or something of that nature. Which is a crest magic that I can use for that. As for the Solomon's Key, where you have to put... Fire Dancer. Ooh, Fire Dancer. Salsa. Solomon's Key, where you have to put the crests in the right locations and whatnot. That, I will actually do that probably off stream, just because it's a pain in the penguin to get everything correct and actually does require some level of research, and even after doing it as many times as I have, it takes forever. But it's so worth it. But to be honest, there's no reason to do it yet. I'll probably do it closer to Russia. Because that's when you can start actively making those connections and make it work for you. So we are now actually going to go through the Rhonda mines. I've already gone that direction. There's nothing that way except for some treasure that I already have. Everyone has the best weapons I can get for them at this moment. There is a Judgment Ring in here, but he is not missable. He is very much not missable, actually. You literally walk into him getting off of the lift. So, I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, these are the dudes that are weak to fire. That one and that one. This dude's just a jerk. I'm actually gonna save Geppetto some time here and have Yuri and Karen take the sides out while Joachim in his golden bat form there goes ahead and handles the middle dude who is not weak to fire. Yeah, that's the slower moving one. And, you know, I may decide later that it's not necessary. But, it certainly does make it easier at some points. It also does raise stats. I will say, to a degree, it really isn't necessary this early. You know, that actually bugged me more than helped me. So I'm actually going to remove those. They're good to have. Absolutely good to have. I heavily recommend them. But I don't feel as though they were actually aiding me there. And because of that, I'm going to remove them. If I find that I need them later, I'll have them. That's how I'm going to have to play that, because, yeah, the first time I played this game and I went through and I did it and you got them, I got them because I wasn't used to the Judgment Ring. Judgment Ring was a brand new concept to me. It was, you know, hey, how do I, what? No. Probably in that eloquent of wording, to be honest. So, sure, now I get a thing for him, except I think it's the thing that I already equipped for him. Yep, it is. Well, whatever, I can sell it later. But because I've played 1 so many times, and 1, it has something similar, but it only does it by about half the effect. So I never truly used it. So I'm just kind of used to the speed, because it is the same speed from 1 at this point. I don't want to use all her magic, but at the same time, it is why I have mana leaves. Like, you can see how that later is going to be hard, though, with 4 of them. So maybe at that point I'll need them. I'm still going to go ahead and get one for every party member. This game doesn't leave you that broke. Like, I'm broke because it's the beginning of the game. That's just how the beginning of pretty much every game works. But, I choose this way. No one said it was the right way. Oh look, I found a lift. Wow, Joachim's staying in his bat farm for a while there. Let's see if I can do this with using a little bit less mana yet. Because as effective, or he could just dodge my entire attack, making that entire experiment void. Like I said, later I'll probably end up having to use them, but for now, we're just going to go with what we got. Now, of course, I could use them and get perfects more often than not. I just don't see a huge reason to. I also played around with the idea of switching Geppetto for Blanca, and I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I might try switching Geppetto for the next party member when we get them. Looks like this goes down. Let's do it! The next party member is also a caster type. The thing with her is she doesn't attack. She doesn't have a physical attack. She has oils that she uses in tarot cards that give beneficial effects. I am the Ring Soul, the will of the Judgment Ring, the administrator of all fate. Dun, dun, dun. You sure are. Thank you, Yuri. I can see it. I can see your... Bring it on, baby. Yuri, stop being mean to the poor ring spirit. I'm not being mean. He just seemed a little down, so I was trying to cheer him up. I'm not the ring spirit. Stop it, Yuri. I'm sorry, he didn't mean it, ring spirit. Sometimes the thing Yuri says comes out wrong, but he's a good kid. I'm a kid now, am I? Did you hear that? Now he's sighing. I entrust this to you. The power to command the Judgment Ring. Such power will help you carve your way through destiny. Thanks! I will appear again to give you more power. I am watching to see if you are truly the one to command destiny. Goodbye. Oh, he's gone. He's hurt because you were mean to him. What were you thinking? You really think so? Alright, this actually will be a moment where I can define if I really want those items or not, because I am going to boost Yuri... Whoop, not that. Alright, so... I can boost some of the... You know what, I think I am going to put those back on. I wasn't going to at first, but... Because... Now, in all fairness, Yuri's ring doesn't get smaller than this. But that's still 5 hits that aren't necessarily easy. It's one of those all or nothing things. You either want everyone to have them or you want no one to have them. Because if everyone has them, fine, you got this nice universal thing going. If no one has them, it just, or if one person has them and no one else does, it just makes you more likely to screw up that one person's that does, because you're expecting it. I have a feeling there's part of this mind that I can't, there it is. Ah, it's pitch black. We're not gonna get anywhere like this. We need some kind of light. You know fire magic? Burn that stuff. Alright. So we need a lamp. We need a lamp of some nature. Preferably something that doesn't explode in a mine, because, you know, that already happened here once. Ah, Joachim is back to his normal self. Because as the magic's going to advance and get significantly harder as well. So I'm going to have Yuri do this. There we go. Nice violence. Yeah, that is Yuri's ultimate attack pattern. Joachim gets one more as well. And I believe Kurando, when I get him, also gets 5. Karen maxes at 4, Blanca maxes at 4, Geppetto maxes at 3, Lucia doesn't have one, and I believe Anastasia maxes at 3. I may throw Anastasia in the party as well. I don't normally use her. I don't normally use Anastasia, and there's not even a valid reason for it, to be honest. She's a strong party member if you take the time to get her stuff. And ironically enough, I always get her strongest thing, because getting her strongest thing is actually, it's well, let me explain how her magic works and how blue magic as a whole works. What blue magic is, for anyone who hasn't played any of the older Final Fantasies or anything of that nature. Yay, I have a lantern. What it is it's stealing enemy skills. Now, Anastasia does that by taking pictures of the enemy, and she steals their skills with that picture, and then she can use those skills to attack with. Really cool. Fun moves. To get Karen's ultimate either weapon or armor, I can't remember which it is. I believe it's actually her ultimate armor. You have to go through and do a thing and fight a boss. Well, the boss is actually Anastasia's ultimate move if she takes a picture of the boss. So, you know, it's super worth doing. I'm just gonna have Geppetto deal with that one thing. Oh, and I have Invisible Joachim for this one. Yeah, so this is Joachim's wavelengths that were briefly discussed in the last stream. He's currently invisible. He cannot take physical hits in this form. He can sometimes get hit by magic, but his evasion's just crazy high. And then his golden bat form, which we used previously, halves his health, but doubles his attack. So, you know, there's that. Now, the downside about his bat form, in his bat form, he cannot use any of his wrestling moves. They're all locked out to him, because how would you do a wrestling move as a flying bat? Makes sense. And then the rarest form of them is called the Grand Papillon, where it doubles all of his stats across the board, and he can still use all his skills, and is just crazy powerful. Two things noteworthy about Joachim, though. One, he is the physically strongest member of your party in their base forms. That's not including Yuri's fusions, that's not including Kurando's fusions. And two, he is the weakest magically in your party. No one's magic is weaker than his. Karen is kind of just a jack of all trades. She's not physically the highest, she's not the lowest either. She's not magically the highest, she's not the lowest either. She's not... Blanca has the best agility, and I truly do not know who the strongest mage is. It's somewhere between Lucia, Anastasia, and Geppetto, that much I know. Or Yuri in one of his forms. But honestly, when you're talking about who's the strongest in this game, you have to pretty much ignore Yuri's forms. And Krondo's, because they will always win. Dark Seraphim's the strongest thing in this game, period. And Krondo's second form, which I do not remember the name of, it's a pain to get, and we'll be getting it, is also just crazy powerful. Alright, screw it, we'll use heat. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill it this turn anyway. That thing just has a ton of health. This particular encounter, from what I've seen, gives the best experience in this dungeon, with the exception of the boss. Oh, he did actually kill it. How lovely. It does also give the lowest cash, sadly. Oh, Yuri hit 12. When did he do that? I've got others that are close as well. Very nice. Very nice. So at this point with Yuri's summons, I'm somewhere between going, do I want to get all of them to level grade 2 before leveling them, or do I want to level the ones that I think I'm going to need most abruptly? Because, like an example, the main reason that I got Water Stage 2 is because Water tends to get healing abilities. Why are you here, man? Geez, you're here again? Geez, what do you mean, geez? That's a pretty rude, you know. There's a penalty for being rude. You have to say something. You have to buy something. Otherwise, I won't forgive you. I'm sorry, may I buy something? I don't think I actually need anything, but just in case he's serious this one time. I have 3,000... I have a little bit. Pocket watch. So, the other thing you'll notice is, yeah, I can actually get I can buy Joachim's locker now. Eventually you can buy Joachim's weapons as well, but you can always pick them up, literally, before that. I don't really need tents. I wouldn't mind grabbing some mana leaves, though. Pure leaves I seem to be okay on. Oh, I can buy actual Thera seeds now. I'll buy a few of those. I'll buy 6 of those. Only because they're better for actual, in combat, healing. There. No, you must forgive me. The brothers appear in almost every game, in some iteration. The acupuncturist from the first game would be their variant there. In the second game, it's obviously them, and then there are bikers in the third game. Because why not? There's nowhere else to go from where they are. All of their forms are just awesome, though. It's someone really took the time to go through and go, you know what? We really want this in each of these games. We want all these different elements to kind of come together. Anything over here? Of course there is. A pure seed. Lovely. Think we're there. Ooh. I recall this boss being a pain. Ew. Hey buddy, how's it shaking? Oh, and in getting light, upgrade 2 up to level 5, I do now have a battle res that does not require an item. That's a big thing. I'm gonna go as Light. I don't know what his element is. He looks pretty dark to me. Hoping. But at the moment, Light also has my strongest magic attack, which is Nova, as you'll recall from the first game. It is not the strongest magic attack in this game. I'm gonna say he's weak to Light, because that seemed pretty potent. I don't have anything else to go with that, so we're just gonna kind of whack-a-mole this dude. Man, if I knew you were just gonna do that to yourself, I wouldn't even bother. Problem is he's going too fast now for me to truly use a combo art. Unless I get very lucky. Doesn't seem to have a huge stipend of health though, does he? He's actually already taken quite a lot. Physical attack is down. Perfect. I love when that happens. Geppetto is actually going to use an item here, and it's for a very good reason. If I manage to get a full 4-person combo, I'm going to try and have Geppetto end it, and he might be able to use Crest Magic. Action speed decreased. Shoot. Nope, it would have to be Joachim to do it. Can't. Oh, no it wouldn't. Okay. Combo with Invisible. Do nothing. We're just gonna see how I can work this, and combo with do nothing. Cool. Alright, so now he should be able to attack. And do a 4-person combo. Shoot! I screwed it up already. I missed his attack with the faster, easier to use ring. I probably would have killed him this turn if that didn't happen. Not gonna be able to do it again fast enough. Alright, we're just gonna kill this dude then. I'll worry about the combo later. The combos are really nice. Oh, I can still get a 2-person now. You can only use the combo magic on a 4-person, but you still can do some rather impressive things on a 2-person. I'm gonna do, I guess, Heat Cast. It doesn't do a huge amount, but with the combo bonus going for it and everything, it might do a little bit more. Yep, it did plus 18 there. That was pretty sweet. I'll have her cure Geppetto. Perfect! He is actually light magic, ironically enough, which does give me a slight edge here. And actually having Joachim as a dark type here is useful. Yeah, keep attacking Yuri with that, because it's not going to do much. Go for it, man. Go for it. Still not going to be able to do the full combo until a while from now, actually. And I'd really like to just get him down. By the time I could do the full combo, I could already have him dead. The combo magic's cool and powerful, it's just not necessary here. He isn't nearly as challenging as I recall. He's gonna get to go one more time, but then he's gonna die. Now, if I had gotten it earlier on, it totally would have been worth it. He's just increasing his speed again, which is lovely, but not gonna do much for him at this point. Yep, that's what I thought. Yuri was enough to end him there. Now, in all fairness, I kind of lucked out in choosing which fusion to put Yuri into. Because that was just one that gave him an advantage. I got Murmur! Hopefully it's not a heart murmur. That would be bad. Alright, great. Everybody leveled, except Blanca. People that are not in the active party get half XP. I got a decent amount of cash. I got a lot of soul. Cool. Phew, wasn't expecting that. I bet this was the spot where the explosion was. Let's go, you two. But there's candy. I want the candy. Give me the candy. Seal of Strength. It is a mighty seal. It can work with the best of them. Alright, so first what we're going to do is use the Seal of Strength on... I'm going to... I'll use that in battle for Karen, so as that it does more than one. If I can raise Karen's strength to get closer to Yuri's, she'll become much more valuable of an asset. Let's go ahead and get Yuri another soul. As you can see, water and light are both at grade 2 accomplished. Grade 3 you need the soul drops for. So the next one I'm going to get him is... I'm going to say fire. I'm going to say fire. Fire is just a good offensive soul. It's got good strength with adequate speed. I want to say fire's this way. It's got good strength, adequate speed, decent defense. Its magic's a little lower than certain other ones. Man, this party's heavily fire damage based. Oh well, it won't be for long. Cool. Pant pant. Rage burns through your body. Arrgh. Alright, so my new soul is a Barbaria. Who's this dude he's just neat. He's just neat. And then if I wanted to, I could upgrade my water soul again, or I could save those points and put them towards something else later. She doesn't really need this, but raise up. What raise up does is it brings a dead person back to life. Very useful if you tend to die a lot, or are planning on, you know, fighting crazy strong things later. Which, yeah, we're doing. Totally doing. But first, let's go to Wales! Where are we? This is where Nemeton Monastery used to be. This is where I faced down that god 6 months ago. So that should give you guys a decent timeline. 6 months ago is when the last Shadow Hearts game ended. The war started, Alice died, and then this game started. Also, if you didn't see the first game or are missing that connection, Nemeton Monastery is where everything from the Koudelka game happened. I have not played the Koudelka game. I don't consider it related to this for various reasons that I'll go into on a different rant. But that's where all of that would have happened. It's also where Yuri got a mon. It's where Albert Simon raised the float to summon the god. It's where everything happened. It's also the home of Roger Bacon. And a few other things later. But those other things later we will find out in this game, so...
This is where it all began, and it all ended. 6 months ago, there was a man who tried to destroy the world.
What's up, Al?
He raised a temple into the sky and summoned a god from beyond the stars to remake the world in his own image. We defeated him and battled the god. In the end, we were saved by a legendary magician who has lived for 1,000 years. Roger Bacon.
Well, there you go. That's... If you did not play the first game, that is the entire backstory. And I got a Seal of Life, which, considering where I got it, is a little ironic. But first, let's get us another attack boost. What's up, Sully? Ah, I missed the fly. There was a fly and I missed it. Huh? I am the Ring Soul, the will of the Judgment Ring, the administrator of all fate. Right? Now you're clicking your tongue? Oops. Oh, that's fine. Here. I got an attack boost. Power to command the Judgment Ring. It'll help you power Destiny, stab Destiny, do whatever you need to. Where's the poetry? Where's the romance? I'll appear again to give you more powers, always watching to see if... Hey, come on! You're truly the one to command Destiny. Okay, bye. Huh? Alright. Well, that happened. So, ring customization, I guess we'll give Joachim his next one. Because it makes sense at this point. There we go. And I don't think I have anything... I have nothing. Special attack down versus physical attack down, and I'm fine with what I got. Yeah, I'm good with what I got across the board at the moment. Who has the Bodhi bracelet equipped? Equipment. Yuri! No? Karen. Alright, that's actually not a bad place for that, as Karen is not a healer. Let's be truly honest about that. Lucia actually technically is a healer. Now this is what the house of a great magician should look like. Nothing like my little place. Almost looks as if it's going to change into something. Very elaborately detailed design. Keeping in mind it looks nothing like it did last time we were here. Mostly. You've been reading too many comic books. No, I've been reading too many comic books. Let's be very honest about that. Roger, where are you? It's me, Yuri. I'm back. Yes, welcome to Roger Bacon's humble abode. It's busted. Alright, we are gonna save here out of safety. Because the fight that's coming up can actually be a little tricky, and I'm not truly prepared for it. I should be fine, but it can be a little rough. Foremius. Alright, Chris change, and I threw that other one on you, didn't I? I did. Alright, let's see what Forenius does. Surge Barrier and Mirage. It's not anything I truly care about. Just to have it on someone so I feel special, it's gonna go on you. I thought there was something back here. I'm a little disappointed. Alright, well, let's go bacon hunting. Those are words that I have longed to say for a very long time. Okay, so he's clearly not here. I think we've all already established that, but... I love the design of his house, in both games, but especially this one. It's not here. Now where could that weird old creature have run off to? Maybe he went for a walk? Yeah, maybe. Not bloody likely, but... And he's weirder in this game than he was in the first one. He was weird in the first one, but in this one he's just...
Tough luck for you.
Hey, Lenny!
It's them. It's just like Nikolai said. Too bad, but that old geezer isn't here. By this time, he's in a cage, far away.
Lenny jump!
Where is he?
I can't tell you.
'Cause you don't know?
I know all right.
Then where?
I'm not saying.
I knew it. You got no idea.
I told you, you little punk. I do know.
Right.
Really? I do know, really.
Taunt the enemy more.
Yeah, right.
It's true. It's true. He's in Italy. Florence, Italy. Oh.
Poor Lenny. Poor Lenny.
Wait, stop right there! You ignoring me?
What now?
Don't ignore me! You think you're smart, but now you know too much for your own good.
Awesome! Let's do this. Nee, 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 nee. Can't touch this. Alright, so logically I'm going to take out the Claw Soldiers before even bothering with Lenny. I'm just going to see if I can line anything up in a logical fashion. I cannot. Ooh, but I could do that. As long as I don't screw this up. I actually will attack Lenny first. Only because I'm trying to do this combo. Combo to Geppetto. Joachim is going to combo to Geppetto. If I can take, you know, the giant threat out, may as well. I believe he's... I don't even know. He might be Earth-based. He might honestly be non-elemental. Some things in this game are. It's one of the perks that Anastasia has, whereas that she gets all the ability to see that stuff. Do Joachim next. high angle. Against Lenny. Nice. And now she can use Crest Magic. Whoop. Combo Magic. Now you don't know what these are until you actually have used them once. So any of them are applicable. And I got a perfect on it. This is gonna hurt a lot. Earth-based. That's cool. Pretty sure he is Earth-based, so hurting him in other ways would have been better. Yep, paralysis is what I was concerned about. And he does do a lot of damage. Though I did manage to poison him, so that helps some. If the other only also does that, we're good. Alright, that's not terrible. Lenny's over halfway down. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Fusion, ha! I'm kind of going with my light one here, only because it has the higher magic that the others just don't have yet, because they haven't been leveled. Truly, I don't think it's going to be a giant saver of anything, but this fight can be as easy or as hard as you let it be. If you're set up for it, it's not bad. He just used paralysis on someone who was already paralyzed. I am going to heal his paralysis. Or if I have anything to just do paralysis, I do not. Alright, so... Geppetto. Someone remind me to do the seals I have here in a bit. As much as I would like him to attack in good conscience, I really need him to heal before I can allow that. I don't want to have to bring him back from the dead. The enemy is going for a combo. Yes, yes they are. Lucky for me, they've apparently decided that they need to be ganged up for this. So I can hit both of them. Which should actually knock them away from each other. Or just flatly kill that one. Hey Buck, how's it going, man? We are beating the tar out of Lenny. And if your reaction isn't not Lenny, then you have not watched enough Simpsons. Let's see if Geppetto can end this. He might be able to. Or if he doesn't, Yuri will on the next turn. Boom! Yep, there it is. Aw, hugs. Sweet, and I got enough soul to get another demon. Awesome. For the next grade 2, I will take one of them. I don't know which one yet. Probably Dark. Dang it. I was this close to beating them. You want to go some more? Dang. How would you look at the time? Gotta get going. Lucky thing for you two. I'll make you pay next time. Bye, Lenny. Lenny is one of my favorite pseudo-villains.
Huh?
What an astonishing performance. Quite impressive, yes indeed.
You there! Who are you?
How are you doing today, Book?
It's an honor. My name is Thomas. I'm what you might call an explorer.
An explorer? You're not with the secret society?
With the what? Oh, Oh, heavens no. Ah, but I do know a little something about what's going on between you and them. Have a look at this.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I assume that they're on full throttle to get that fixed for you?
That's Lenny. And he's got Roger.
So, we're too late?
Now, do you believe me when I say I'm not working with them?
Why did you show me this?
Well, my boy, I've also got a grudge to settle with Sapientis Gladio.
If it makes you feel any better, I get to break into a prison soon. I'm the hired hand of a certain organization. I can't tell you exactly who I am, but I'm no enemy. Trust me. Poor Sir Bacon taken away like that. I met him several times, actually. Sounds like you might know more about what happened. Well, I don't have a whole lot of information, but I suppose what I do know is better than nothing, right?
I remember when I first heard the rumors of Sapientis Gladio. Yes, it was just before the war began. At the same time, a series of bizarre murders happened all over Europe.
I mean, isn't it just a concept of hooking up the game and setting it to the right resolution in OBS?
All were performed
Or are you trying to
in the
do
style of
a
a
fancy
medieval
intro
execution.
thing?
The victims were high-level government dignitaries from each European country. Rumors of a secret society.
Oh, we
spread
probably
through
won't
the
get to the
land,
prison today, because there's one more dungeon I have to do
and
before
various
that I forgot
intelligence
about.
agencies sprang into motion.
But we will get our sixth party member.
The only clue, a sword and owl crest. As to who was behind these grisly murders, no one had any idea.
No, Riku would be a welcome change. Oh, so you're trying to do like what I did? With my Roosevelt logo? One thing that's certain, these Sapientis Gladio fellows are planning something big. But what could they want? Their own theme song. And you're just some mysterious person from out of nowhere that wants to find out, huh? Just like us. That's right. I only want to be helpful to you. After all, you're closer than anyone to finding out what who the society's leader is. Oh, I know who the society's leader is. I've already met him. What I did was I literally just did an image source of a picture, dragged the picture to be the size that I wanted it, and then threw the game over top of it and dragged it to be whatever appropriate size would fit without looking wonky. I didn't do anything special with it. Worst case, what you can do, if you do want to be specific, is you can open the image, or you can copy the image into Paint, and from, I'm looking at the computer screen like you're over there. Hi. You can copy the JPEG into Paint, and then use the tools in Paint to set the custom dimensions to be, I forget exactly what they would need to be. It'd be like, 1060 by 1020 by 1080 by 960 or something like that. But I would honestly recommend just dragging it. The game's going to cover 90% of it anyway, so if you just drag that extra little bit, you can kind of deal with it that way and then move your cam box to wherever you need to cover the little bit of extra. I have a few guesses, but no real solid leads. We don't have any real leads at all. I was counting on learning something from Roger, but they snatched him up too. There's a fortune teller named Carla in Florence, Italy. She used to have a connection to the society long ago. Italy? Why don't you go see her? I bet she'll cooperate with you if you mention my name. I don't think I like that guy. But we don't have any other ideas for rescuing Mr. Bacon. Fine, we'll go to that Flora, whatever place. Florence. Right, that's what I said, Florence. I believe that's pretty much all I can get from here, unless he has something else. Nope. He does not seem to. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a ring customization for Karen. I would not mind her ring effect, instead of being that, to be paralysis. That would be very handy indeed. So we're gonna leave this way, because I said so. Yay, I can now get all the way to Italy from Wales. Oh, right, I needed to do a thing in a graveyard. Alright, book. Earth, wind, dark. Pick one. Earth? Alright, Earth it is. I believe Earth is this way. Captain Planet! He's our hero, gonna cut pollution down to... Dang it. I so blame you for that. It's going to be stuck in my head for the next 36 days. Charging on up, charging on up. Pant, pant. Friendship soothes your loneliness. Alright, so Book has now gotten us a shiny new Earth Soul. This one. Who is kind of awesome, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really digging him in this. Alright, cool. Let's do this. He's actually going to be really useful for melee fights. He's got very high defense. He's got pretty high attack. The downside is his speed and agility are sad, and his magical defense is pretty low as well. You know, a lot of the kids' shows, especially coming out of the late 80s and early to mid 90s, had similar issues. Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers, actually had a lot of dark stuff going on in the background that they just kept quiet about. Does anyone know what time it is? I totally forgot my watch. Stretch. Oh wow, it is much earlier than I thought it was. Fantastic. Oh. Wow. Okay, yeah. Hello, party member number 6. Yeah, and you know, I was actually just about to say something along those lines as well, of, you know, the females in this game, none of them are lewd. None of them. Not really.
That's
Keeping in mind, she's a tarot dancer. It makes sense for her to have a little bit of swagger.
I wonder how she's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one that gets really lewd at all is Karen's dating outfit, if you choose to use that. I don't.
Yeah.
I'll probably pick it up, but I'm not going to actively use it. It's one of those completionist things. But in this playthrough, I'm going to try and use some characters that I don't normally use. There are some missions in it that actually require 2 teams of 4 characters, so you end up using everyone. But I'm going to try and do this a little differently this time, at least to a degree. In all fairness, Lucia, who's that girl, is supposed to be your healer. I have never used her.
Thank you, ma'am. Most appreciated.
Thank you.
I do find it funny that they all bow in traditional
Come back again.
Japanese style. They are in Florence, Italy.
Fortune reading is over, everyone.
There's a 3-month waiting list here. Now give up and go on home.
Can't you bend the rules a little more?
You must be deaf, old man. Our best girl does not come that cheap.
A man named Thomas told us about you. He said that you would know something about a group named Sapientes Gladio.
Sapientes Gladio? That old business. Forget it. I haven't got the time.
Oh, please, kind lady. Won't you please help us on our quest?
And what do I get? I suppose you have no money either.
Well, that is.
Yuri, don't be such a jerk. Why don't you just
Really
ask
hurt.
her already?
Why do you do that? What do you think you're doing? Pretty please?
All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I suppose I'll have to help. Let's see.
You two. You're going to have to work it off on your backs.
Huh?
Alright, and we are now able to go to the next dungeon as soon as this conversation's over. What do you mean we'll have to pay for it with our bodies? You mean you want us to help you with something? It's simple. I want you to go with Lucia here and get me a flower to use in my incantations. A very valuable flower. What do you say? Should be a piece of cake for you, right? Or maybe you'd rather perform a sexy dance or two. A sexy dance? Who, me? Of course you. Don't you think anybody else here would look good in a see-through outfit? See-through? Hey, quit trying to imagine it. Yuri, that's disgusting, and I'll tell you why later. But, actually, if it's dancing you want, I'm pretty good. You keep quiet, sicko. Hey, that wasn't very nice. Don't make my vampire cry. Alright, fine, I won't do the dancing, but we'll certainly go get the flower you mentioned. Ah, too bad. You have such a lovely figure. Oh well. Lucia knows where it is. Good luck now. Bye-bye. Teehee, I'll show you the way. We'll have such fun together. Yeah. About that. Now, as I recall, there is a wolf fight here. There is also a song script here. There is a strike expand. Oh yes. Always loot from the rich and give to myself. So there's a wolf bout, there's a other thing, there's candy box. Hello, candy box. I hardly knew ye. Hey buddy. So a tent's over there. Okay, not you, clearly. Oh, I think I also get my pedometer here. You actually get 2 scenes here, but one you can only get at the very end. Hello, you. Yay! I got a new shiny skill for Karen. She can now stab people with the best of them. Alright, so I want... What do you have on for equipment? You can be sealed in this fight, that's right. So let me buy something to combat sealing. Ring abnormalities, stop petrification, stop seal attack. Perfect. I cannot be attacked by seals as long as I wear that. Ooh, and I screwed that up royally. Oh well. 'Twas worth a try. Wow, 2 boss fights and I still have like no money. I refuse to buy stuff for a character that I don't use, so we're gonna save before I do that particular wolf bout though, just in case of doom. Also, I thought there was a ring soul here. I could be wrong though. Yay, I did the first of many trades. So if you do all the trades, you get Lucia's ultimate weapon, called the Nemesis Fan. Oh, got a lottery ticket. And I could swear that there was a ring here, but I might be wrong. Just checking very, very, very quickly. Woman near the fountain in Florence gives me a card. So I do definitely need to grab that. I do have a couple lists up here simply because there are certain things that are very easy to miss in this game. And they're not really missable, but it's just a lot easier to get them. And you're kind of weakening your own team if you don't. Said the woman by the fountain gives me a card. Oh, I got a new crest. Definitely isn't you. Not you. You are not a woman. You are a small child. We're just gonna start talking to everyone. That's so much easier. Hello, drunk person. It's not there. I already talked to that bloke. How about this lady? No. Already talked to him. Ooh, candy box. Ah, Bat's Gold. Alright, so what Bat's Gold does is it, I'm not seeing the person that they're talking about. Near the fountain in Florence. Oh, I wonder if I have to do that later in the game. That very much could be. Yep, the next one's in Canes. And then... Okay, that's not here either, so it's just the wolf bout that I need to deal with. Yeah, I have the same guide actually open in 3 spots. One for the ring souls, because there are 16 of them, they're all hidden, they're all invisible. One for Karen's sword arts, because they are a pain to find otherwise, and then one for Blanca's wolf bouts, such as fighting this dude. Because again, they can be, most of them actually appear in a dungeon that you've already completed, so you either have to backtrack all of them, or just find the ones that they are actually in, and then most of them also have a trick to the fight, such as this one, he can seal me. If he seals me, I can't use any magic. It's the equivalent of silence. So I would much rather have that information, because one of them does petrification, and another one does instant death. Now, I remember who does the instant death. It's actually the one in Petrograd. But,
And I'll show you that schooling and...
there are just some points that you really need to know going into them, or you have to do them multiple times. I would much rather just know them going in. See, there he was trying to do a seal attack, which actually is not very powerful. I'm going to see how much my physical does to this dude. It did do considerably less than my normal attack does, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Oh, penguins. 2004. Yeah, things I shouldn't know off the top of my head, but do. Let's see if we can figure out what he's actually weak to, magically. Because Soulcom, it's a wind move, actually, which you would think it would be unelemental, but it's not. He's weaker to that than he was to... He is definitely water-based. Okay. Scrub-a-dub-dub-dub. Yeah, the first one came out in 2001, this one came out in 2004, and number 3 came out, I believe, in 2007. I've made that particular comparison before, yes. Doesn't 10-2 also do the broken glass? I mean, it kind of would make sense that they do. I'm going to play it safe here because I'm not 100% positive that I'd be able to take him out within one turn. So we're going to add a Pure Leaf, and then that way next round I can heal if I have to. I didn't. Cool. And then I'm in a better position now, just in case this move does not finish the fight off. We should still be able to go ahead and win this. Oh good! We did. We won. Yay. Now this paw print should upgrade my soul combat ability. I can also... Ooh, it got me Seal 1 as well. I can also go back to Ernst, to the guy that started the Wolf Bout thing, and get my first level reward. But I can also get all of them at the same time, so it's kind of a moot point to do it now. It's not... The only one that really matters out of that is the level 15.
Inconceivable! Valedictorian of the Wolf Academy, beaten by a lowly stray?
I just love the fact that there's a Wolf Academy. That makes me happy.
Kept in a cage like a pet bird. All they want you for is show.
There's another game that does it too, and I'm trying to remember who it is. I was thinking it was Suikoden, but it's not. Suikoden just kind of fuzzes into it, you know? I've been beaten and I can't believe it. I won't believe it. Do what you gotta, no one cares if you believe it. If you can't stand admitting defeat, you shouldn't fight. Alright, cool. So let's go and do a little heal-a-majig. Actually, you know what? I don't even need to heal because I don't really use Blanca. What I do need to do is save, though, because I don't want to do that fight again. I'll go ahead and throw that seal on Joachim. It's certainly more effective than what he has currently. And sometimes, as weird as it is, sometimes these actually do affect bosses. Which, not a normal thing, but hey, why not? Hey, hold on a minute. I don't wanna. Smells like you haven't had a bath for days. And that grubby experience, you must be explorers. We smell? Really? You figured us out pretty quick. Who are you? Sorry, I'm Rooney, and I don't want to brag, but I'm the president of the World Fitness Walking Society. The World Fitness Walking Society? Not another weird club. I say we don't get involved. I just saw that you were explorers and I wanted to ask you for a favor, that's all. Pedometer. What? What's this? I'm sure I've seen this kind of thing before. It's a device to count how far you've walked. It's called a pedometer. Oh yes! Let me tell you, I am fit. I just wanted to ask you to wear one as you go on your travels. Of course, I'll give you something in returns. I've got different prizes depending on how far you go. Prizes, eh? This all sounds a little too easy. What's in it for you? For me? Nothings, I swears. I'm not that type of gal. That's a gal? That's a gal. I just want you all to know how good walking can really feel. So, if we just... I don't know why I just kept doing the same terrible, terrible Brooklyn accent, but sure. So if we clock up some distance and tell one of your club members, we'll get a prize, right? Not quite, I'm sorry, but I'll have to ask you to come back to me for the prizes. What? How come? That'll make it such a pain. Well, it's a little embarrassing to admit, actually. What is? I'm the only member of the World Fitness Walking Society. So you'll just have to come back to me, okays? Okays. Yeah. Huh? You're the only one, and it's a society. Don't make fun of me. I'm sure I'll get good members once people realize just how great walking is. Yeah. No. Brooklyn, not Bostonian. You're close, though. You're close. Go on, then. Get walking. You've got to collect those stamps. I once composed an entire email under the guise of the abbot from The Princess Bride. That hurt my brain to do. Well done, well done. Cutscene. Lenny and Nikolai walk into a bar.
And so it just slipped out, did it? Well, they must be in Italy by now, I suppose. It's a good thing for you, Lenny, that we already moved the old man. We'll be all right, but no thanks to you.
I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. I promise. You haven't had to face the guy, so you don't know. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with that guy. He doesn't listen, and right away he's ready to use his fists. And he plays these mind tricks on you.
You're pathetic.
Poor Lenny. He just needs a hug.
I've had problems on my side, too.
Huh?
That old man. He appears senile, but he's a tough nut to crack.
Old man? You mean Bacon? That old skeleton face?
That's right.
What do we have to worry about that guy for? What do you and the Master need him for, anyway?
That's none of your business. The Master has his own plan for things. As for me, it's just a matter of simple curiosity.
Curiosity?
Simon and the Godslayer, they're somehow connected to each other. Which means, well, there are plenty of ways I can use that connection. Lenny, get the airship ready.
Yeah, it's rather
We're
simple.
leaving soon.
Yuri killed Simon. That's what happened. There's a little bit of blood, a little bit of death. It's all fine. Sweet, that is our next dungeon of doom. Yes, I know I save way too much. I don't care. I'm going to keep doing it. But, can you guys believe we've already clocked 10 hours in this game? Now, granted, about 5 of those is grinding, but that's the point. Alright, I will be back in just a minute. I need to get more water. I am out of water. This is a problem. So, I'll be back in just a minute. Catch y'all in about a minute. Now, I actually like my music quite a bit. And the cool thing is, I pay $5 a month to get, I think it's 12 songs I can get every month. And then I can just kind of combine them together. And every month I can get a new 12 songs.
East of here, on a small, uninhabited island in the Adriatic Sea, there blooms each month a flower called the Adriatic Magnolia.
Ooh.
Bring me back that flower.
Alright, flower time! And this is where the fights start to get a little bit more challenging, but they actually also become a bit more rewarding. So there's some good stuff here. I believe there is a stud card here. I believe there's a ring soul here. And later there's actually a wolf bout here as well. Yeah, there is definitely a ring soul. There is not a stud card. I was incorrect. So just a ring soul and a wolf fight later. And that's whenever I come back to do the wolf fight. Like I said, Blanca's not a main part of my party, so I'm not as focused on doing them all immediately. What a beautiful mansion. A nice little summer home, huh? I used to live here when I was a little girl. Good for you. So where's this flower anyway? Well, it's... I forgot. Of course you did. Of course you did. Maybe it's this way? Of course you did. Of course you did. Alright, so I got one of them, I got one of them, and I got one of them. I don't remember what the Catherines are actually weak to. But I want to see how Earth smashes things. By the way, Book, I have never actually played a Kirby game, so I'm really looking forward to this because the Kirby on Switch looks awesome. I do not have it, but I kind of want it. I will eventually. Alright, one of Karen's big shinies. The new one that we just got her. And why she is just awesomeness incarnate. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I probably eventually will, but it's going to be a while. I have my game budget allocated for the year so far. Because with Octopath Traveler and Shining Force Resonance, Shining Resonance Refrain, both coming out within the next 2 weeks. I have both of them pre-ordered. And Dragon Quest XI coming out, pre-ordered. WoW's new expansion is also pre-ordered. And then there's a bunch of other games that I want this year that may or may not be happening. Tales of Vesperia will be happening. And that's the last one that I can say concretely. If I can make it work, I'm going to try for Smash as well. Nice. I am very much looking forward to it. Sweet! What are fierce monsters doing like in a peaceful island like this? Gee, I wonder. I wouldn't possibly be leading you into a trap. Teehee? Ooh, candy box. Ooh, savey box. Except I don't need to save yet, so we're gonna come up this way. This is actually not a very long dungeon, so I'm hoping to finish this one today. And then we'll deal with the prison eventually. There is a ring soul in here somewhere, so we need to find him too. Oh, there's Candy. You saw how the candy tried to trick me, right? It's trick candy. Right, and we're gonna go this way. Running. Ah! Violence. Ooh, I should be able to do some nice damage there. We're gonna go as my Holy Spirit because he actually has an area effect that no one else has yet. Kind of hoping he takes them all out and I get the ring perfect victory here. He did! Nice! No damage, enemy action number 0, and a ring perfect.
What a waste of time.
Woohoo! And Karen and Joachim both leveled. Wow, and that experience is actually over double what it was in the Ronda Mines. The cash is about the same, though. Would have liked more cash. Would have been really good with more cash. Yeah, I haven't played any version, so I'm really looking forward to seeing, frankly, any of them. Alright, there's the star key that I'm going to need. Let's just make sure that no spirit decides to show up while I'm right here. I'm going to say no to this room, at least. Clearly, that's one of the keys that I need. I believe I actually need 2 or 3 in total. It's not a very long dungeon in its totality, but it does have quite a few pieces to it. Ah, she can't hit either of them like that. Darn. Fine, then I'm just going to let her kill this thing with that new shiny move that she got. It's one of my favorite moves that she gets. You know, Book, if you like the pirate attire, you should look up Suikoden 4. 90% of your allies are pirates. To the point that your main character becomes a pirate. I'll probably play it eventually. I'm just not sure when eventually is going to happen. Or if you want to laugh, look up Mao from Suikoden, or Shadow Hearts 3. Mao is a giant talking cat who is a drunkard, but knows the ancient art of drunk fighting. I believe it's called Suiken, but I could be mistaken. She is a party member. She's also a movie star, because at that point, why not? I mean, it would just be silly. Alright, I have 3 tiles. Right, that was the deal. Oh, good, and I found the ring spirit. Nice! I am the ring soul, will of the judgment ring, the administrator of all fate. Give me a cookie. Can't you be a bit more friendly? Last time you just said your stuff and took off. Let's get to know each other. Here you are! And power to command the judgment ring. Such power will help you carve your way through destiny. See, you're doing it again. You know the rest. What? Okay, I'm off. My wife's waiting. Huh? You're married. You got a wife? Mystical Ring of Doom. Married. It's interesting, actually. In Shadow Hearts 3, you don't get him as your judgment ring. You get his daughter. Which was just kind of a cool thing that someone decided to throw in there. Let's see, who do I want to enhance? I mean, I guess logically, Karen. Karen would make the most sense. And that way she's at her maximum as well. She doesn't really need these. He certainly does, though. Here we are. Alright, cool. So Karen, Joachim, and Yuri are all at their maximum for them. But keep in mind, Geppetto is not. I don't even have Kurando, Anastasia yet, so they'll both need them as well. Blanca is not. And Lucia does not even get them. So we still need plenty of them. But so far we've hit all of them. There are 16 in total. We've hit at least 6. So we're making some serious progress. Oh no, violence. Ooh, I'ma beat you up. Her last move actually like makes a phoenix or something. It was just awesomeness. I must have over-leveled slightly. I recall this island being so much harder than what it is. I eventually need to go back and get Joachim his other arts as well, but it just hasn't been a huge thing yet. I choose Aquacast. Now with his stud cards, there are only 9 stud cards in total across both discs. Yeah, Book, to give you and anyone else an idea on how long this game actually is and how much is in it, like Final Fantasy X, this was done on a DVD. It's still 2 discs. I bet this key will unlock it. Oh yeah. Fear the might of my mighty key mastering. Hey, cookies. I like cookies. Do 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 do. I found a fortune inside the cookie. Today's fortune? I suppose you could say your body was feeling fairly good. Okay, thanks. Go cookie. Well, I suppose since you brought it up... Not those. Let's see the stud cards that we have. Yep, not going into further detail on those, but if you saw them, great. If not, yeah, you don't need to see them in further detail. I just didn't remember what they looked like. At least not to that degree. Hey, look, I got some more tiles. While I'm conveniently ignoring chat. How does he do it? You know, I gotta say, I'm actually, not to brag or anything, but I'm actually really happy with the way it's all going, because, yes, Joachim's Golden Bat form. It's so batty. But I'm really happy with the way things have been going with it, because like I've been forcing myself to find time to exercise. Even if it's just running in place while holding weights or something, it's still something. Fire! I keep forgetting to use the seals that I have. Because I have a strength seal that I could throw on Karen to make her even more useful. Karen is your standard mediocre mid-tier character. She's not overly powerful in any given way, but she's not the weakest in any way either. She's a really just middle character. She's okay strength, she's okay magic, she's okay defense and agility. None of them are a peak, but none of them are a valley either. Only people with blood type A, B can open this door. Are you AB? No. Carla's AB. I'm type B. I guess she was trying to keep me out of mischief. Told me in the service that I was type A. Too bad. I don't know my blood type. I don't know mine either. Does a vampire have a blood type? Neither, that's alright, we can all just give it a shot anyway. This room is set up so if you try the door and fail even once, a really great treasure inside disappears. And see those hearts? If two people stand on them, they can check their blood types. If the two people have blood types that don't mix, the lamp overhead will light. I heard about the blood types once. They say A and B don't mix with each other, but that O mixes with either. I'm not looking for anything specific because I want the treasure or anything. That would be wrong. Let's see here. Do. 1 moment. We've almost got this. Need to do is find someone who makes the lamp light with both of us. Okay. Well, that should be fairly easy. Just has to go touch the door. Alright. So, what do you want to do? Just go without comparing. Find the door. Let's see what it says. Mischief-free zone. If anyone but AB blood tries to touch this door, the treasure will disappear. Love, Carla. Should we touch the door? Yes! Hey, I heard the door unlock. I guess I have AB blood. Yay, candy! Petrify! Guess who that's going on? Poison's awesome, Petrify is better. There we go. Alright, we now have all of the tiles. Now we just have to solve the second puzzle in here, which I will not cheat for. And place the tiles correctly to unlock the final door. And then we get to go fight a giant thing. A big fluffy thing. Evil fluffy thing. These things are just not set up in convenient fashion in this encounter. I like that version better. We'll go with that way. Go, go, go! Nice. If you're wondering why I gunned for the Catherines first, it's because not only do they have some status effect they can do that's just annoying, they also can use quite a bit of magic that can be very damaging. I don't know what these things are weak to, but we're going to use this one. Like, this is a dungeon that you could do without a mage. You could totally swap out Geppetto for Blanca here and it would be fine.
Cornelia!
But then comes the boss fight. Okay, cool, and Yuri has enough oomph to get another powered up soul, so we're going to go ahead and first out use a tent. Yay, tent. Second, graveyard, and we have wind or dark. Alright, chat room, wind or dark. Run in circles. Alright, dark it is, and we will do wind last. Which is fine because I think wind, frankly, has the least amount of use. And honestly, after the next boss, we're going to get wind anyway. So we'll have all 6 of the base elements at grade 2, and then just need to level them until I can get Amon, Neo-Amon, Dark Seraphim, or the grade 3s. The darkness fills you with despair. And this is my new dark buddy. I call him Sir Darks-a-Lot. His agility is pretty high, his intelligence is rather low. His vitality is pretty high, his strength is okay, and his luck's decent. He's not overly strong, but he's strong when you need him to be. Excellent. Good luck setting up your stream, sir. I will see you over there shortly. I am going to finish this dungeon, but I actually might be done before you start. I have to solve a puzzle, kill a boss, and then I'll be done. So now, that also depends how long it takes me to kill this thing, but either way, I am looking forward to it, and we shall see you shortly, sir. Alright, let's go ahead and solve this tiley mess of woe. Alright. Oh, I remember. The flower grows in the courtyard up ahead. Up ahead? But there are 3 doors! Clearly, it's the one that requires the most work. Let's see. Was the door on the right? I think it was. But it could be the door on the left. Eeny, meeny, miny. No. I think it's the one in the middle. Tee-hee-hee! I would love to say that her character gets less annoying, but I don't think I can. Whatever, let's try opening them all. But there's something on the doors. I wonder what those things are. Oh, that's right. There are frames on the door for fitting zodiac tiles into the palms or the hints. Anyone familiar with the Chinese zodiac knows that there are 12. If we put the zodiac tiles into the frames just right according to the palm's hints, the doors will open. What a complicated setup, but of course you know all the answers to the puzzles, right? Oh, of course. So, logically, we're going to take the 2 side doors first, because that will eliminate tiles. Those zodiacs don't exist. Well, there's only one thing to do. We'll have to collect all the zodiac tiles and figure it out ourselves. I will say that she's not that harebrained. She truly isn't. She is intentionally playing dumb to lead us into a trap, if you haven't already figured that out. You probably have, to be honest. Let's start with this one, because I believe it to be the easiest. In the desert, water is a treasure. To win her, offer the maiden her weight in water placed in earthen water jugs. So, I need water to be more than the maiden. I have Cancer. I'm going to say Virgo is probably the maiden. Libra looks like Scales. Aquarius would be the water. Do nothing. So this would be the maiden then. Only one of these actually did depict a female, so that would be Virgo. And then I'm going to say Libra, which looked like Scales. We're going to go ahead and use that one. That didn't seem to do it, did it? So I think that the one that's incorrect is either Libra, or I might need to switch those two. First, let's check out Libra. Switch this with another tile, because it did say earthen water jugs. So let's see if we can find anything. I'm not seeing anything that depicts earthen water jugs better than Libra did. So let's go ahead and I would like to remove that tile. Oh, you have to offer her her weight. Therefore, Aquarius should be on the bottom. Because the water should weigh more than she does. So now I need Virgo up top here. I've been watching too much Fairy Tail, and it's clearly going into this as, for anyone who has not seen Fairy Tail, or it's been a while, Lucy, one of the main 4 people in it, is a celestial wizard, which means that she goes through and uses the signs of the Chinese zodiac to summon spirits to fight on her behalf. Okay, to protect the children, the archer waits bow in hand to shoot the wild beast approaching from the distance. This one actually should be fairly simple. I need an archer. I'm going to say the Gemini is probably the children. And that's Sagittarius. Except I think he needs to go the other direction. I'm going to actually switch that for, as soon as I can find Taurus again. I'm going to put Taurus there, because it would make sense if that's the village fence, the children would technically be in the village, you would think. So we're going to put the children in the village, and then Sagittarius there. Nope, that didn't do it. So let's try switching. Let's try switching Sagittarius and Gemini. So we're going to remove Gemini, because you would still think that both parties would be in the village. That would make the most sense. So we need Gemini to be there, because you would also think that he wouldn't want to shoot through children. That generally seems like a bad choice. So we'll put him there. Really? Okay. I'm gonna remove Taurus and switch with another tile. We'll put Taurus there. Maybe I'm mistaken. I'm fairly certain it's these three tiles. They're the only ones that truly seem to depict this. And it did say that Sagittarius was far away. Nope, that didn't do it either. Interesting. Let's read this again. To protect the children, the archer waits, bow in hand, to shoot the wild beast approaching from the distance. Alright, we're going to remove this. I'm still fairly certain that the beast would need to be here. And it could be Taurus. I suppose it could be Leo as well. Let's, darn it. Let's remove all these tiles. Well, you know what? No, because I'm pretty sure those tiles are correct. They might be in the wrong order, but they're correct. We're going to solve the other doors and come back to that one. Getting cheese is better than only wool. Okay, so cheese is better than wool. But getting succulent meat is the best thing of all. Ah, I am incorrect. Okay. The succulent meat would be Taurus. Cheese is better than wool, so we're going to say wool would be down here, which would be Aries. And then cheese. What would cheese be? That's Pisces, Capricorn. Capricorn, I bet. Yep, Capricorn was correct there. So I was using the wrong beast. First it comes from the sea, then it grows legs so it can play in the shoal. Then it develops poison to protect itself. Alright, this should actually be Pisces. Pisces is similar to a salmon. Then there was a crab one, which was Cancer. And then a scorpion, which means the beast was actually the lion. That's where I was mistaken. So the beast was approaching from far away, so we're going to switch you with you. I'm going to switch you with Sagittarius, because I still stand by the fact that he's going to want to shoot on the safe side of the children, and then we'll throw Gemini in there. Perfect. Alright, all three doors have unlocked. We're going to go through the side doors first, primarily because I like candy boxes. I got a 5th key. Alright, so for anyone who does not know, what a 5th key does is it allows your attack to go through 5 times, as long as you don't miss on your judgment ring. It is a very, very useful item. 2 doors actually led me to where I needed to be. But there's also this lovely save-a-majig. We're gonna go with the save-a-majig, because save-a-majig. This is the room where I fight the next wolf bout. But that won't be an immediate fight. That'll be a little later. I want Blanca to get a couple of levels, because he hasn't been in the party, so he hasn't been advancing as rapidly as the others have. But we are at least to the boss and almost through this dungeon. Oh, it's so beautiful! Isn't it, though? It's beautiful. Yes, yes, I know, you're scheming. I am going to try to use her in the party some this playthrough. Come on out, Andre, let's do this. Sorry, Andre, you were good. You're a good kitty. Loud meow.
That is one giant pussy.
Cat. He's talking about a cat.
This is where you all die.
Huh?
Andre, go on ahead and get them.
That is the only true lewd thing in this entire series, is that one line.
Huh? Wait a minute. Stop! I'm your master. Did you forget who I am?
It looks like it's trying to eat her.
Maybe we should try and help.
I think you're right.
I love how they're all just saying, they're like, should we help her? She did technically try to kill us. Alright, I am gonna use, actually, that earth fusion, because I don't believe that the cat does any magic. So the earth has the higher defense and higher physical attack. It just provides a better option here, really. Yuri's second level fusions always push him next to whoever he's standing next to do a combo. Every single time. So whoever he's standing next to will always get high points, even if they don't perform the combo. They'll always get those affinity points. See, here's a place that I could actually use that 5th key. I'm not going to, because you don't get that many of them. You can buy 3rd keys later. You can actually buy them, but they are expensive. But 5th keys especially are for... You're going to want that for like the Dark Seraphim fight, you know? Ooh, he's got a fast ring on him now. I'm going to let Karen go ahead and heal him. While I try and figure out what element he actually is. I mean, in all fairness, I'm already doing adequate damage to him anyway. Some of that's because I have Golden Bat. But as you saw in that last attack that he did, that's not always an advantage. It does massive damage, but at the same time, it doesn't have the ability to take damage. Whereas that Joachim's normally a wonderful little damage shield. But of course, his agility's higher in bat form anyway. Now, like, he is fast ring now, so how useful he's going to be is questionable. Ah, missed it. Still 2 hits, which still did more than most people's normal thing. You just stole my money. You going down. Do not steal from the poor traveler. Alright, so far I didn't see a difference there between earth and air. Ah, he's fire type. Lovely. Alright, so we got that out of the way, so Geppetto's next move can be water type. That'll be fine. moment I have Yuri just doing physical because he can, frankly. Karen's Geoshot is not actually fire. Her other moves are. This one has no elemental affinity, which makes it just useful all around. Especially in a fight like this, where, you know, it's kind of questionable. That did a ton of damage. Geppetto may actually finish it in this move if I don't screw it up. And I believe this is actually Andre's weakness. I remember now that he was fire, it just for some reason escaped me there. Yep, he definitely was fire. It's an extra 20 points of damage right there. Gorgeous. And I got Beleth, a new thing. I have enough soul to get Yuri up to having all level 2 fusions. And he'll be able to level one of them, actually. Everyone except Geppetto and Blanca leveled. Fantastic. We are just rocking this. It's not actually a bad place to train either. But obviously I'm strong enough to go to the next dungeon. I'm not even concerned about it. You alright? Oh, thank you! Just what were you trying to pull? I'm so sorry. You see, we thought Sapientis Gladio sent you after us. You thought we were from Sapientis Gladio? We've had hitmen pretending to be customers sent to us before, and every time I'd bring them to this island. And feed them to Andre. Which, by the way, I'm going to point out, Andre's still alive, he's fine, he's in the cage, he's probably going to have a headache tomorrow, but we did not actually hurt the kitty. Hee. So you oppose the society too, eh, miss? That's right. Ever since Carlo ran away from them, they've had it in for us. And now you know we're fighting against the society too, right? Right! I will say she does get some good lines through the game. You don't have to say a word, I saw everything through this mirror. So you trust us now? Sure. Sorry, but the flower I had you go get isn't the real, Adradiac Mongolia. I feel bad for tricking you. Take this as a token of apology and gratitude. I hope you all get some use out of it. New crest. Boom! I don't like to remember, but I guess there are things I had better tell you.
I was young and beautiful once, too. Loving life full of dreams, I was.
The lady's got a quiet voice.
Those girlish dreams didn't last. Men used me and threw me out like trash. I was hurt and bitter then. That's when it happened. A secret group called Sapientis Gladio invited me to join them. Desperate, I joined, and even took on disciples to be my successors. But the violence was too much for me, and I ran away from them. They chased me for years, and always I managed to evade them. Finally, I wound up here. I've been with this one ever since then.
I suppose no matter how much you try to turn a blind eye, you can never escape your true destiny. Carla. Lucia, the stars have turned. It's time for you to start your journey. I've always wanted to make up for that girl going down the wrong path. Now that burden falls to you, I'm afraid. It's not a burden, Carla. I've always wanted to go on a little adventure. We'll find out who the girl she's talking about is fairly soon. And I'm your successor. I want to make you proud of me. I'll tell you where the Society's branch headquarters is in this town. The man you're looking for might be there. Thank you, Carla. And if none of you mind, I'll join you on your journey. Sure, glad to have you. Alright, so Lucia's a little different. She does not have a physical attack. Her weapons are tarot cards, and any number of games do have people with tarot cards that use them as weapons, and I really wish that Lucia did. It would have given me a reason to use her. But, draws cards from a deck, and some of the cards have powerful positive effects, while others have negative effects, making her kind of a catch-22. And then she can use aromatherapy, which is blending a base oil with certain other oils to produce different aromas. The capacity of blending oils changes the aroma's effects, so try to find oils that go well together. So, basically what they're saying about her oils is she can combine oils, and when she combines them, she can create effects. Such effects can be healing, or they can be damaging. Or not damaging, they cannot be damaging. They can be healing, or they can be yeah. Like in this case, this tarot card actually skips her next turn, and you don't choose which one pops up. Aromatherapy, she can mix with this oil to create an effect, but it does use MP. I mean, Lucia is a healer. That's what she does. And then, of course, she can also use Crest Magic. So, like, she has aim already. She can use Rage Shield and Gale. I'm going to equip her with this so she can use Bright Light and Hail Break. And then that'll make Bright Light cost less, and that'll make Gale cost less. If you equip multiples of the same spell, it lowers their value. Not their value, but their cost to you. Now, there's also supposed to be still a card I can get in this town for Geppetto, if I can find whoever has it. It's not you, is it? I didn't think so, but there's supposed to be a woman by the fountain that can give me a... Oh, that might be later, though. I'm actually fairly certain that is later. So we actually have accomplished everything here that we need to. Next would be to go to Sapientes Gladio's HQ. Which, that should be a stream by itself. That's a fun place to be. It's awesome. I actually do not have better weapons here either. That's interesting. No better weapons. I do have better armor, though. That might be worth doing. First, let me get another Coral Lariat before I worry about anything else. And then we'll go ahead and get... That's all I can get for right now with a discount. Great. Let's go ahead and equip. There's no point in giving one... Well, actually, there is a point to giving one to Lucia. So that's probably the next thing that I'm going to work on. She doesn't have the auto attack, so it's not as prevalent there, but she still does need it for her magics. Alright, leather belt is useless to me at this point. Studded belt is it has use, but I don't necessarily have room for it. Oh, right, and I did get one of those that I can equip as well. So let's go ahead and sell what I can and try for a markup. Great. Now let's equip Yuri first with that, and that was the only one of them that I had, but still. And then we'll go ahead and sell that. It's not going to net me a lot of money, but it still will net me some. Wonderful. I could sell this and immediately get that, but I really would like the protection against paralysis. It's not an immediate issue, but it is something for the future. So let's go to the graveyard and get Yuri Wind, which is his final level 2 grade soul. And then he's going to have all of his base souls at tier 2. Now I can just worry about grinding out actual levels on them. They can all go up to level 10. The highest I have currently, the only one that I've actually leveled is Light, which is currently at level 5. There we go. Cool breeze raises your spirits. Alright, so now I will show you guys that soul, which is... There's my new one. Yeah, the wind spirits look so much better in this game. It's rather impressive, really. While I'm here, I may as well... you cannot soul charge when you have a bigger one. So I can soul charge the bigger one, but I can't soul charge the smaller ones. There's also, you know, once you have the tier 2, there's not really a reason to ever use the smaller one anyway. It does level up all of them when you do it, though. So now we have all of Yuri's base souls at tier 2. Cannot do tier 3 probably until disc 2. The ability to do them actually unlocks at the very end of disc 1. The next thing we have to do is a bigger thing, so I'm kind of happy it's going to be at the start of the next stream. It's Sapientes Gladio's headquarters. So that'll be kind of good to have as its own thing. The other thing I wanted to look at really quick before we go any further is I'm comparing his stats to hers. His intelligence is 22, his power is 21. 20 and 23. It's really kind of a catch-22 here. She has more power than he does. He has more intelligence than she does. She actually has higher strength than he does, but she can't use it. So it really breaks down to what they can do as far as their abilities, and I have a bunch of his dresses already. So really, it makes more sense to keep him in the party at the moment. Now, that will change over time, but that is what it is for now. So that's where we're going to end tonight. Thank you guys for watching. That was a great couple of dungeons that we actually did a lot faster than I thought we would. Next time I stream, which may or may not be tomorrow, I haven't decided yet, I'll let y'all know on Twitter, is we're going to do the headquarters for Sapientes Gladio. Their Italian branch headquarters. And then, depending how long that takes, and I don't plan on it taking forever, we should be able to move into Cain's from there, and then maybe even get through the prison. So that could be a whole thing. I do have to level up Blanca some before we do the prison, because he has a mandatory fight by himself in there. And you have to get past it. So that's my basic plan for the next stream. That will likely be tomorrow. It'll likely be tomorrow. I may end up grinding a little bit more before then. I would like Blanca's level to go up to at least 14 to match the others. But we'll see how that goes. So, thank you guys for watching. I know Book of Gaming should be starting here rather soon with his stream. So I heavily recommend watching that. It'll be a good time. But thank you guys again for watching. Have a great evening. And tomorrow's Friday. Yay, Friday.